Anyway, as far as the inventions go, I say television remote, the microwave, the refrigerator, and the king of all kings, air conditioning.
There we go.
Air conditioning is truly, I mean, if you had to ask me television or air conditioning, and I mean, and then ultimately along comes the internet. So I don't know, if that's an invention. I always say that Twitter is a top 5 invention because I could sit on my couch. I need 2 of the 3. Television, internet, air conditioning. I can sit on my couch and be warm in the winter, cold in the summer, with my Twitter on my phone and the internet, and I'm good. Or if there's no internet, I need the TV. But I got to have the air conditioning and one of those forms of entertainment.
Yeah, because it's like, I guess, can you count it? Like, can you be like, I was poor as shit at one point living in the Bronx, and I had a box fan in a window. And, it would just like circulate the air and it wouldn't be unbearable. I did not have an air conditioner, and it was like not great. Loved going to my friend's house that had air conditioning. Yeah. But it's like it was bearable. So, but to me, I'm like, without air conditioning.
And once
if you take away TV, if you take away all the whole genre of visual and entertainment, whether it's whether it's live or it's acting, you take that away. It's like, well, what do you want to sit in a cool down room for anyway? Then if you don't have that,
I mean, it's once you go to AC, once you go to like central air, you can't go back. You know what I mean? Like you could do that then. You could not do a box fan in the summer now. You would die. We're too spoiled. That ship has fucking sailed, man. But you
can't go no dishwasher. Once you have a dishwasher, I had like the first apartment I moved into with my wife, like we just didn't have a dishwasher. We washed our dishes with scrubbing them up. We washed them once every 2 weeks. It was disgusting because we were just like, I'm not gonna wash the dishes. If I don't do them, maybe she'll do them. If she does the same thing to me. Once you have a dishwasher, we looked at a great apartment that we were gonna consider moving to, and like didn't have a dishwasher. We're like, nope, cannot do that. Even if it was like, oh, install your own, you can put your own. No, bro, once you have it, you can't not have it.
I bought one that I would roll out and you stick a hose into the fucking faucet, and it took like 9 hours to do one load of fucking dishes, but I could not just sit there and scrub anymore. So, I mean, there's so many great indoors inventions. I can't believe there are outdoor people. And really, when you start to think about the importance of them, I'm talking about just being lazy and loving living inside. But like air conditioning makes like cities possible. Like urban, like if you didn't have air conditioning, you wouldn't be able to build skyscrapers. You wouldn't be able to build anything over like 2 stories. Because if you're 3, 4, 5, 10, 50, 100 stories up with no air conditioning, it's too hot. There's no air. So you think, all right, you got air conditioners, which lead to cities and elevators. And it makes everything possible, really.
I was going to say elevators is like that second tier of inventions, because it's like you can't have a city if you don't have an elevator.
That's true.
Like you can't just walk up these stairs. Like it's like 4 floors, absolute max. Like nobody can just consistently, these high-rise luxury apartments, and you're like, oh, I live on the 51st floor. It's like impossible. You absolutely need the elevator.
So, yeah, I mean, if you think about what's most important, it's probably things like air conditioning and elevators, because without that, you're not building any buildings. Cities don't, end up being the hubs of like commerce that they are.
Air conditioning is so important. Like that's what I was a commercial property manager. So it's like you got a landlord, you call somebody, like you figure out what's going on in your residential building. I did that for commercial tenants. I was like in charge of air conditioning. That's like the whole job. Like the HVAC, right? Engineers, the HVAC engineers, that like it was just about cooling. Like we have these giant machines called chillers. They're just the same thing as your air conditioner that goes in your window, except huge, like 30 feet long. And that's like all we really did. And it was like we also had to like keep the building clean, but it was just like the primary function was to like manage the air conditioning. That's just a whole industry.
People are comfortable in their office, basically. I mean, to me, it's mankind's greatest achievement is making everything so goddamn comfortable and easy and lazy. And now it's under the worst of circumstances, but soak it in, embrace it, give it a try. You know, like just try. Because listen, we're gonna be here for probably a year. Okay, it's gonna be like this for a fucking year. I've been social distancing. I have been indoor living, and I'm here to tell you, it's gonna be okay. You will adjust. You will make it. You'll start to realize that being able to watch porn in the middle of the day is a pretty cool thing. You'll understand that it doesn't matter if you don't have a tan because you're not going to see anybody ever again. So it doesn't matter that you look ugly and pale because we're social distancing. It doesn't matter. We're getting to the point where it's like the Matrix, where you're just a brain and you just operate on the computer and on the phone, and it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter where you go. You don't go anywhere. You just operate right here in your little space.